Part 5. The New Dawn. The first night in her new apartment, Maya slept on a mattress still wrapped in plastic, surrounded by unopened boxes and the faint scent of fresh paint. The space was bare, but it was hers. For the first time in years, she woke without the weight of Daniel's presence beside her. No shallow excuses, no hollow warmth, just silence. But it was a different silence now. Not the silence of absence, but the silence of possibility. She brewed coffee in the small kitchen and carried it to the balcony. Below, the city buzzed awake, headlights streaking through the streets, strangers weaving into their own stories. Maya leaned against the railing, sipping slowly, and felt the stirrings of something she hadn't allowed herself to feel in a long time. Hope. Her days took on new rhythms. She painted more, brushes dancing across canvas with a freedom she hadn't tasted since her 20s. She signed up for yoga, stretched her body into unfamiliar shapes, and discovered the thrill of sore muscles that came not from tension, but from care. She reconnected with friends she had neglected during her marriage. Lila came by often, bringing wine and laughter, filling the apartment with the kind of warmth that felt earned, not borrowed. They cooked together, talked late into the night, and even joked about the past in a way that made Maya realize she no longer flinched at Daniel Siuha's name. He was still there, of course. He texted, called, even showed up outside her new building once, face drawn with regret. But Maya didn't answer. She had blocked his number, let his messages pile up in the void. For months, she had waited for him to notice her pain. Now, she reveled in his confusion at her silence. Because silence, she had learned, could be louder than rage. One evening, after finishing a painting of a faceless woman stepping into sunlight, Maya sat back and studied it. She realized the woman on the canvas wasn't faceless at all. It was her. She'd been afraid that leaving Daniel would leave her empty, but instead, it had given her back to herself. And that was worth more than any apology he could have offered. Still, healing wasn't linear. Some nights she lay awake, staring at the ceiling, haunted by flashes of what had been, the trips they'd taken, the laughter they'd shared, the dream they had once promised each other. She mourned those moments, not because she wanted them back, but because they were proof of how far she had been willing to bend to keep a love that wasn't meant to last. But, with each morning, the grief loosened its grip, and in its place grew resilience. Months later, Maya stood at an art show, her own small exhibition encouraged by her painting instructor. Canvases lined the walls, vibrant strokes of color telling a story without words. People drifted through, pausing, admiring, asking questions. "This one," a woman said, gesturing to the faceless figure stepping into light. "It feels powerful, like she's walking away, but not in defeat, in freedom." Maya smiled, her throat tight. That's exactly it. She realized then that her story wasn't just her own. It was universal. Betrayal, loss, reclamation, threads woven through countless lives. And by putting it on canvas, she had turned her pain into something that might give others strength too. Later that evening, she stepped outside, the cool night air wrapping around her. The city pulsed with life, neon signs flickering, laughter spilling from cafes. She pulled her coat tighter and walked, not toward anyone, not away from anyone, but simply forward. Her phone buzzed in her pocket, a message from Lila. "Proud of you. Drinks soon?" Maya typed back. "Absolutely. Tomorrow?" As she slipped the phone away, she caught her reflection in a shop window. The woman staring back wasn't the broken, uncertain wife who had once doubted her worth. She was whole. Back at her apartment, Maya stood on the balcony again, gazing at the city lights. She thought about Daniel, about how he was probably still spinning in the wreckage, trying to piece together where he had gone wrong. And for the first time, she felt nothing. No rage, no sorrow, just freedom. Her revenge had never been about destroying him. It had been about removing herself from his reach, leaving him to crumble under the weight of his own choices. Her absence was his punishment, and her life, reclaimed, was her victory. As the night stretched on, Maya whispered to herself, not as a vow, but as a truth she already lived. I am enough. I always was. The city hummed in response, and Maya closed her eyes, breathing it in. Her story wasn't ending here. It was just beginning.